full repair kit. Holy cow, this is not food, guys. And so we still got 4,000 volts running through all of our repairs here. What is going on? We have a pretty big problem on the property today. I don't know if you can hear them already, but the goats are currently out of their woods pasture. They've been out since about 9 o'clock this morning. We had an incident out here, and well, now the goats are roaming free. So, damage on the fence. That is what happened. We actually had a goat get stuck in the fence. So I was not home, and I think this happened, sometime between last night and early this morning. Let's see the damage here. Oh yeah. It's about a basketball-sized hole in our fence. So if I stretch this thing out, kind of see what happened here. So looks like we have one strand. This one was cut. This one was cut. This one was cut. And then one of the actual power lines cut. So you were out here when this happened, buddy?
Yeah.
What happened?
So I came back to finish the chores, and Millie, she got her head stuck, and we had to use scissors to cut the fence.
Oh, so that's how this all got cut up?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we have a repair kit that came with the fence, so I think we're going to be able to do a little bit of repair work to this thing and see if we can get this gate to work again. And luckily, this is actually just a gate. And I have more gates up there. So
yeah.
Technically, we could actually just replace the gate. But I do have a repair kit. We're going to go ahead and try it out and see if that'll work first. So I grabbed my little fence box that I have. This is kind of like all the extra goodies that kind of came with the fences, plus a few other things. And inside is this right here. So every single fence run that I purchased came with a full repair kit. Holy cow, this is not food, guys. So I actually have 4 full kits. So looking at this kit here, it looks like it has every single strand that is in the fence. So we have, here's our black and white, that's our top electric piece. We have green, that's more electric. We have the white non-electric for these here, and then we also have the black, which looks to be non-electric, which is the black non-electric clear down at the bottom. So it looks like this kit actually has every single piece that we're gonna need, plus it has some metal crimp fittings that we could use to crimp these lines on. So we just gotta do a little bit of cutting, a little bit of tying, and I think we'll have it made. All right, to keep them out of my hair, to make this a little less chaotic, I'm gonna feed them right now quick. And then, oh dude, out bro. Out, 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 out. Look out, look out, look out. Okay, get out of there. This is why I'm gonna feed them and then shut the gate back on them, keep them out of my hair. Oh my gosh. Okay, just to show you all what's in this kit here, there's also some extras. There's some pull tops and bottoms, but here's all 4 of my lines I'm gonna need. Then it comes with these little barrel clamps. They'll wrap around the line and I'll clamp them tight. That should hold everything in place. So yeah, let's see what we need. All right, so along with the kit, I need a pair of pliers and a pair of scissors. And I think what I'm gonna start with are these vertical lines here. Get this brought up this way and see then if we can finish it off from there. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off a fair amount of line here. And what I'm gonna do, let me just sneeze on me, bro, is one overhand knot here. Close to the intersection of where that ball is at. And then what I'm gonna do is the tag end that is out, I'm going to lay it along the horizontal line, and we're going to clamp it together with one of these little bar clamp things. There we go, so I got that. And then now I can tie one overhand knot here. Then again, my tag end, lay across the horizontal, just like that. And then we will squeeze this together. Trying to squeeze from both sides, get a nice even pinch and pressure down. Oh yeah. There we go. So that is right there. It's repaired right there. And then we can just cut our tag end off close to our clamp on both sides. There's our other one. And that one is done. And honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and take, I'm gonna leave this on there for now because that's part of the original fence. And I'm gonna let that kind of dangle for now. Let it do its thing, just in case I have to add more reinforcements. I mean, honestly, I could barrel that together too. Make it look like one giant strand again, which I might come back and do that later. But, so we got another one here. So, another piece of line. And we're going to repair this one right here. So again, another overhand knot. Just like that. And then we have another barrel. Like that. And then we will just pinch down together. There we go, nice and tight. And then I will go straight up to here and another overhand knot. And we'll lay our tag end down and clamp. Just like that. So then here's my excess here. And there was really no excess down here because it was pretty tight, but that fixes that entire section right there. Now I can just do this one to here. Okay, so now if this was just a single strand break, this would be a lot simpler. We'd actually already be done, but unfortunately she wrapped her head in this thing, got her horn stuck in it, and it was super tight, and they just had to come in with some scissors and do, quite a bit of damage to the fence, but the goat's okay, so it's all good. But there's our overhand knot. just like that. And then up to this one. Cut off our excess. Okay, so we have just about all of them, except for this one here. This is our last vertical line right there. Let's see, I got an extra piece of string right here. So, and I used up all of my little barrel clamps, so we're gonna open up another pack quick. There's a few, and a few more. Okay. There we go. And the more I think about this, I think I'm going to actually cut these extra strands of the original fence off. Because if I don't tie them up, the goats will probably start to nibble on these things, and eventually, who knows? And because these don't conduct electricity at all. So getting rid of these probably saved me more of a headache in the long run. Because who knows what could happen. Plus, it's just going to clean up the entire fence pretty nice. Okay, that already looks clean. And that one right there. Okay, so now I just have this one. I just have 2 electric lines, and then that is it. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna start with this line. This is the same exact line. It's got the little piece of metal running through it. We're gonna see if we can, yep, cut through that. Now this one, I have plenty of tag on this side and there's nothing there, so I'm gonna have to jump to the next loop. So I think what I'm gonna do is, let's see if I can do this. I'm gonna attempt to do like an overhand knot on itself. So it should be, it'll kind of look like a fisherman's knot, if that makes sense. So I got that there, so like that. And then this is my line end, my new line end. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do overhand knot on itself. That way when I pull it tight, I'll have a knot on the new side and a knot on the existing side. If I pull this together, yep, just like this, it actually brings the knots tight together and forms one knot side by side, and it's a really tough knot. And then from there, I think what I'm going to do is throw a barrel or one of those clamps right over the top of that entire knot. And that should hold it nice and tight in place. Trying to get that full knot inside there and clamped. I think that's going to work. It doesn't look too bad. And this side I'm going to skip over, and I will just tie a regular overhand knot on this one, and it's going to pull up against this little ball side. And so it's not going to go anywhere, and I'll have it nice and tight to the line, and plus we'll throw a clamp on it to really make sure we have a good connection between the two. Hopefully feed that power through it. Oops, it just popped right off there. Just like that. And I can take all the excess off here, and we have ourselves a pretty good looking fence. So I'll get these couple tags off here. Okay, now we just got this one right here. Okay, so this one's kind of the same, but both my broken tag ends are pretty short. I don't think I'm gonna be able to tie that up. So what I think I'm going to do, I'm gonna cut a new piece of line here. I'm going to just do the simple overhand knot. And it's on opposite side. So we're going to use this little plastic nut kind of as leverage. And I'll run it. It's actually going to overlap my other fix here, but I can get another clamp on that side there. So what I'm going to do is stick the clamp through there, point it down, get that line fed up into there like that, if you can see that. There we go. So we got 2 clamps. One is holding the white line from here. The other one is, Goat, what are you doing? Goat just about took out the camera, but what we got going on here is we have both clamps. This one on this side is holding the tag end from this vertical strand, and then we got a second one holding our electrical line that is this horizontal piece here. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm just gonna do the same thing. No, I'm not. I'm going to try just doing like a square knot. And see if we can maybe just put the barrel clamp over the knot itself and hold it all together nice. There we go, it's pretty snug right there. Okay. There is my last one of these. So I'm going to place it directly over the knot. See if we can smash it down over it. Okay, there we go. Now we got our excess tag ends here. We pretty much got our fence taken care of. Not too bad. Okay, so this whole time there's actually this last piece that's kind of been dangling here. It looks like it got, I don't know, it might have just got stretched and it kind of like started to fray. It's kind of bugging me, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna cut it right out of there. And I'm gonna go ahead and add my own piece in there. Just a simple overhand knot. Then I'll go on the opposite side of the ball. We'll get that up and in here. This is gonna be a super simple fix here. And then down again. Like that. I'll pull it to the opposite side. And we clamp. There we go. We got a little tag here, little tag here. Okay, not too bad. We got all of our lines tied in nice and tight. Now, part of the problem, and it wasn't just the goat's fault, but I'm pretty sure the power to the fence was off when this happened, because when I added in our chicken run, I moved the charger clear over there, like way over there. And I think the kids when they're doing their chores. So the power for this fence has probably been off for a few days. When they turn the fence power off, they go do goat chores, all the chicken chores, and they don't walk right past the charger again. I think they forget about it. So I don't think it's been on. So the goat was probably testing the fence, was probably pushing on it, and never got zapped, never got warned. So we're gonna go ahead and pull the fence charger, and I plan on moving it clear over there so they walk past it no matter what. Okay, fence charger facing south. We got our line ran to the chicken fence. It's not on yet. Oh, he's trying to get in. You want in, bro? Want in, bro? Yeah. I have to catch him later. But then, now from the fence of the chickens, I've got this thing right here. It's a little jumper that I have, and we'll jump the power from the chicken fence to the goat fence right here at this point. This is the little alleyway that I had to create because the fencing just didn't work. It was just not gonna work, but I can tie this in fence to fence. We should be good. And so I made a few of these when I first was putting up all these fences. I got a couple long ones and then these couple short ones, but this is gonna be perfect because it's gonna be low to the ground. It's just gonna get connected to each fence. One over there, and then one over here, and that should allow us enough of a connection between the two fences to push the power from the chickens to the goats. Just like that. Okay, so everything is plugged in, ready to go. We're gonna go hit the power on the charger, and we're gonna go test the fence in a few locations. There we go, full green, full power. Okay, so right at the connection point, we're going to test it first, see what we pull. Oh, that scared me. The chicken touched it and it shocked it, so it's got some power. But it is looking like it is right about 5,000 volts. And so this is actually on the far end of this chicken run. So all the power is starting over there. It's going all the way around and then coming back to this point. This is the very end of it all. Same thing, 5,000 volts. Okay, the last chicken finally went in. I was able to stop, get close enough, open up the gate. It basically just walked right in, so we're good. But we're gonna run to now the goat run. We're gonna test it at the point where it is attached, which is basically at the beginning of the fence, and then basically right over here on the gate side, where we do all our fixes, is the end of our run. Okay, so beginning of the run, still at 5,000, which is what I expected. Now over here, same 5, which is only like 2 short feet on that wire, and this is the very, very end of our line here. Okay, it does drop down to 4,000, but now this is one charger feeding 2 164-foot long fences through weeds and brush. It's fairly clear, fairly cleaned out, but there is still some stuff probably shorting out a bit, but it does have some shock to it. Okay, one last test, just because I'm curious now if my fixes are actually producing a charge through it. So we've got right side of this fence fix, there we go. And the opposite side, or this is the middle, this is the piece I added in. Yep, same. And then the far end, yeah, so still 4,000. So we still got 4,000 volts running through all of our repairs here. Yep, it looks pretty good. Huh, I just noticed, kind of weird. These are black and white strands. Then at the very bottom you get the black, red, white, that's the non-electric. But this second from the top, this one, this is the only, actually, it's green and white. I don't know why that is. That is interesting, I guess. I don't know why that would be. And this top, you know what? The top doesn't produce either. I never really noticed that. So we got no power, green and white power, black and white power all the way down, and then black, red, and white. At the very bottom, no power. But we got power. There we go, all fixed up, good as new. First time ever having to fix and repair my own electric fence netting, but it works, it looks good, it's got full charge, the goats are safe, the chickens are safe, and I think we're done. I'm gonna call today's video good. Hope you enjoyed it. See you all next time. Later.